LoveLine, 1 minute warning. Sex, drugs, disease, and addiction served up fresh in 50 seconds. Adam's occasional humor and Drew's plethora of knowledge unleashed in 40 seconds. The world's dumbest callers can be heard coast to coast in 30 seconds. And life gets just a little bit better in only 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
LoveLine.
It is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew's a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And tonight we have a very gifted couple, Aimee Mann and Chris Penn. Actually, Michael Penn. I was just talking about Chris Penn. Is on the show. Michael, lean forward, please. You got to get up on that microphone or it's never going to work. Michael was on the show, I'm going to go with...
3 years ago.
No, not that long ago.
Yeah.
Not 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah.
You're just agreeing with Drew because that's the tone.
No, he got the info from me earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
It was really 3 years?
Wow.
97.
God.
Resign came out in
Time
97.
really flies.
Must have
Horrifying.
been very late 97. And,
Yeah, it was.
Aimee Mann has never been on the show as far as I know.
No.
And but I've been a fan of yours over the years. I know I don't look like one.
Or act like one.
Or act like one. But in both of your work.
There's still time.
Oh, don't worry. There's going to be a lot of kissing up going on in the next couple hours. Aimee is going to be on The Tonight Show tomorrow night, correct?
Yes.
And we're going to hear something off of her CD. And basically, this is Aimee's time in the sun. Although Michael, because he's been on the show, and because they're married, decided to come in as well. And they're going to be touring together. And I'll give you some of those tour dates. And this has been going on for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you guys been married?
2.5 years.
And you've been touring together for some time?
And when did we start? Sort of in November or December or something?
Well, we started to do these shows
kind of off
at
and
Largo
on.
here in L.A.
Right.
And this is just kind of that on the road.
Yeah, we've been doing that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And is it good? Does it drive you nuts?
No, it's great.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very good.
And do you do a separate set and then come together, or you just play together the
Just
entire
switch
time?
off songs.
Yeah, we switch off kind of chunks of songs, and we also have a comedian that comes out with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh man, that's a bad gig.
it's really good.
Really?
Trust me, it doesn't sound that good. When we were playing at Largo, because it was Largo's very small and it's extremely loose.
Right.
And Michael and I were talking one night about playing live in general, and although we really like to play live, we always feel sort of uncomfortable talking between songs. We never really know what to say. So we got the idea to have one of our comedian friends do our banter for us.
Right.
So we have a comedian just come out and just be us.
So instead of coming out, doing 15 minutes and warming up the crowd,
well, he does that, but then
and he's
but then
actually
comes back.
out there.
Yeah, he's out there. He's we call him back on through the entire set.
Couldn't you hand him a tambourine like Tracy from the Partridge Family and let him just sort of hang out there during the song? I mean, instead of coming back and forth. And is it between every song, or is this between every couple?
Every 2 or 3. It depends. I mean, there's different things that we do,
and so you guys will do your songs separately, but play with each other.
Yeah.
And then you'll do songs that you've done together, or that you've composed or written together.
We haven't done that.
No.
We've never written together.
We don't have any of those.
What's up with that?
Not compatible.
We're both too dictatorial.
It doesn't work?
We have exactly the same strengths and exactly the same weaknesses.
Right. Same with me and Drew. Right, honey?
Exactly.
That's right. And going out, is this the first road trip, though? I mean, I know you've played together, at
yeah.
Largo, but
No, we've been
together.
we've been doing the tour in 2-week blocks for since I don't know when. A while.
I think it was last November, December. So we'll probably do it for the rest of the year, and then.
Well, they're going to be in Berkeley. Oh yeah. They're going all over the place.
Yeah, in Boston on Sunday.
Right.
Saturday.
New York, Atlanta, Virginia. Oh man, you guys, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and back to California. Oh, McCabe's. That's a great place. Saw John Hyatt there in an acoustic show many years ago. Drew, you're not cool enough to know about that.
But we're all very interested in your past
That's
here,
right.
So let's
That's
move on,
right.
shall we?
All right, we'll take some calls and we'll hear something from Amy's record before too long. Jennifer,
Yes.
you're 19. What's up?
Yes, I called about a week ago about my friend who said he had 2 penises.
He has 2 penises.
Yeah.
Could
And
you?
I was
Oh,
wondering-
hold on, Jennifer.
Yes.
Could you please turn down what's on in the background?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
That's quick.
Wow.
Yeah,
What'd
see.
you do? Just shoot the TV like Elvis? How'd you do that?
The mute.
Good. All right. So you have a friend who has 2 penises.
Yes.
And
And I was wondering, what is that called?
It's called bipenality.
He showed it to you?
Yeah, because you told me that it wasn't possible, and I told him that it wasn't possible, and he showed me.
And what did it look like?
One was like they were right above each other.
He had like 2 heads.
Yeah.
No, that's not 2 penises.
It isn't?
No, I mean, there's probably some version of phimosis.
Sure.
Which
I was thinking
is
phimosis.
The thing, the urethra doesn't come all the way to the tip. Sometimes it comes out below. And
Which one works?
He said they both worked because they were 2 of them.
I see, because there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Jennifer's like a hillbilly. And were they long?
They were the same size.
Were they both short?
Average.
yeah,
They're both average, and they're right on top of each other.
You know, like one above the other.
Oh, see, I was confused. I thought they were on top of each other. And so one right above the next, and average length.
Yeah, just about.
I think she's actually. Here.
And could they? Do you think he could achieve an erection in both of them?
Well, I'm sure he can.
I think she's describing something along like this.
Well, I have no idea. Drew just
You know, as
drew
if
the.
there's something else like sort of like that.
I have no idea what that is that you're drawing there, Drew. I still don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is.
He's drawing sort of like a 2-headed
Yeah.
Oh,
penis
you're drawing
rather than
a penis with a split down the middle of
rather
it?
than
No,
full
just 2
penises.
heads. Yeah.
You sure we're not talking about a 2-headed penis as opposed to 2 separate individual penises, Jennifer?
It looks like 2, separate ones.
I see. All right. Well, now, how does this affect you in your life?
No, we're just friends, and I thought it wasn't possible.
Okay. All right. Well, you live and you learn.
Is it possible that it's one of the I've heard about people splitting their
That's the other thing. People split the penis.
yeah.
And you heard of this, Adam?
Yes.
Yeah, and that usually looks so deformed though that people.
It doesn't look like 2 penises.
It doesn't look so much. Maybe
Right.
maybe this guy managed to do that. I
Maybe it's some kind of gag. Maybe he went to the gag store and
He
This-
could've
this
swung,
happens.
Yeah, he could have swung by the novelty penis shop and
Yeah.
picked one up. But they do have all sorts of bizarre prosthetics these days. If you're a student of pornography like me, you'll note that they go through the movies once in a while. All right, Jennifer. Well, good luck with that. Isaac?
Hey,
Oh, man. You're 14. What's up?
me and my girlfriend were talking the other day, and she started bragging about how she could orgasm at 12 years of age, and I wanted to know if that was possible.
It's possible. It's unusual, but it's possible.
Is you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, well, because I figured that was kind of young.
It is young, and most women don't sort of connect with that whole mechanism until quite a bit later, but some can.
Okay,
Okay.
All right.
thank you.
Well,
All
lots of friends
That was
checking out
easy.
friends. Yeah. Chris,
Hello?
you're 16. What's up?
Hi. On Sunday, me and my girlfriend had sex for the first time, but it was like we used a condom and like it was protected and all.
Right.
But she's still sort of like freaking out that she could get pregnant, and so I was calling to find out like what the chances were that she could get pregnant.
The condom worked, didn't fail, no
It didn't fail like it wasn't like kept like I didn't keep it like in my wallet or anything, so it didn't get like hot or anything.
Chris, if there's any question at all, she can always take the morning after pill, right?
Yeah.
Emergency contraception. Simple enough. Doesn't hurt anything.
Hmm?
It's very safe. If there's any question at all, I think people ought to be a very low threshold to go ahead and taking that
Like,
medication.
where would you get that from?
You can get it from Planned Parenthood. You can get it from any physician, emergency room. If you're in the state of Washington, you can get it without a prescription.
Oh, well, I'm in California.
All right. Just
But like, so there's, but you know, like the possibility.
Well, the condom didn't fail, right?
Yeah.
Used it properly?
Yeah.
9.27.
Very unlikely.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right.
right.
Very unlikely.
Okay.
Hey, when you go into Planned Parenthood to get that morning after pill, can you walk in, get it that day, and walk out?
I would think each one's run independently, but I would think most of them would be set up that way. Yeah. You have to be. I mean, they need. Sometimes they be coming in at the 72nd hour.
Right.
So they got to give it to them.
Is that one pill, or is that a sort of series of birth control pills?
It's breathable. You take 2 within 72 hours.
Right.
You take a second set 12 hours later. It works very, very well. Does not cause an abortion. There's great confusion about how this damn pill works. It works by suppressing ovulation.
Right.
Period.
That's it.
Lee?
Yes.
You're 23.
Yeah. A bunch of my friends have been, doing a bunch of eggs here lately, and, keep on doing it. It's not going to hit you as hard. So somebody gave them the wise idea that you could stick this in your anus and get a better ride off the pill. Yeah. I told them that, hey, it shouldn't go there. It's not going to be good for them, but
Well, hold on. First, I think there was a misunderstanding. That's when you're trying to bring it in from Mexico. That's not when you're actually ingesting it.
Keystering
that's
that ingestion.
keystering it to either get it into prison or out of Mexico.
How desperate to be high? Do you?
Oh, we talk to people who take
3 and 4 in a night,
tequila
probably.
shots rectally.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a 2-man operation, but it's worth it.
Here's the amazing thing about this kind of behavior is that although the route of administration is disturbing and bizarre, it's not ever in any way going to hurt this person as much as what the ecstasy actually does to their brain.
Right.
Period. No matter how you take it.
Like physically, I mean, it's not
Like
going to cause any ulcerations or anything like that. Or
again, even if it caused an erosion and bleeding, it would not be nearly as dangerous as what the drug itself does to that person's brain.
Now, would the since it obviously it's going to hit the bloodstream a lot better,
a little
because
quicker.
It's not going through,
a little quicker.
The digestive juices in the stomach and everything.
I don't know.
It's going to cause more damage, though.
Well, I don't know this for a fact. In fact, I don't even know that it's absorbed more quickly, to tell you the truth. You may have to prepare it in a certain way to make sure it gets absorbed quickly. In general, drugs' effect on the brain are dependent on not just dose, but the speed with which the dose, the concentrations come up in the blood and in the brain. So you're right. It may be more intense.
All right, but alcohol would hit you harder from the backside, right?
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
And would you would you not vomit? Then would you still vomit?
Not the same way. You would get still
vomit out of
your
ass?
It wouldn't be just.
What would you do?
This is a great discussion.
Well, I'm interested.
We turn the Dateline cameras and
This is the one.
discuss your interest in it. Some of the nausea and vomit is from irritation of the lining of the stomach. You're not going to get that so much, right? Because you're not pouring alcohol directly.
But the part about you spinning when you're going to sleep.
The central nervous system effects can make your vestibular apparatus not work. You can vomit from that.
Okay, so rectally, you should take booze, but not the E. What about Coke rectally?
Yeah, take it all rectally. What the hell?
Coke rectally?
And you use my name.
And what's up with the rectum that it's such a beeline to the brain?
It's an absorptive area.
I know, but all that Duke's passing through there. Is that a good design?
It absorbs water mostly. And it's just, and if a chemical is sitting there, it can be not necessarily absorbed. That's why I don't know for sure about the ecstasy.
Yeah, because if it's a hard pill form, why would it be?
I don't think it necessarily is.
It would seem to make sense for water or for liquid-based stuff.
Alcohol-based stuff would go through.
Okay, noted. Melissa?
Yes.
For my next camping trip, noted. You're 22. What's up?
I think I'm addicted to porn, and I don't know if this is unhealthy or not. It's kind of reached the ridiculous stage. Like any free minute that I get at home, I just throw the porn in.
What kind of porn's your preference?
It pretty much doesn't matter. I mean, with the exception of the really sick stuff, I tend to stay away from that. But anything really does it.
Do you masturbate every time you watch the porn?
Well, of course.
Oh, that's a stupid question. I don't know, but for some reason I could picture women watching porn and not masturbating.
Well, what would be the point?
I don't know, but women are very complicated that way. I've not gotten to the bottom of them yet. Soon.
Women are complicated only in the way that you don't understand them at all.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, at all. How dare you? I hope we caught that comment on film. At all.
I just don't know if that's unhealthy. Because, like, my husband and I fight over Playboy when it comes. He takes it to work with him, and we fight over it. Because I get mad because he's taken it before I've gotten to see it.
Mia, do you like watching... Well, so do you like the women?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just porn in general.
Yeah. Have you been depressed?
Actually, I'm kind of going through that right now.
Yeah. And your parent alcoholic?
It
runs in your family?
It's creepy. It runs in both sides of my family.
Yeah, because this is sort of an addict behavior in response to negative feeling states. This is what addicts do to get away, to manage feelings. You have inherited a very unique brain. It has special powers, special mechanisms. But part of that is
nice.
Part of that is
Hold
responding.
On. This is not.
I'm trying to put a positive
not
spin
Elizabeth
on it.
Montgomery here. This is an alcoholic porn addict. Please, special powers, special. Yes, you're put on this earth to do something special. Drink and masturbate.
But addicts,
you have a gift.
And I suspect you've been addicted to something at some point, like stimulants, speed, or cocaine or something.
No, actually, I came very close to becoming an alcoholic. But
okay, all right, because usually it's people that have already sort of geared up that reward system in the brain that they have inherited with chemical agents that then allows for this sort of alternative in behavior like sexual compulsion to do the same thing. Sexual addiction doesn't usually occur, in my experience, unless something has first charged the system up pharmacologically.
Well, I smoke. Does that count?
No, it's the alcohol that did it, and so you are.
Well, what do you smoke?
Cigarettes.
But you're not in recovery, right?
No.
Yeah, so your addiction is still real active. You might really think about this as a sign that you need to do something about your addictive chemistry.
Huh.
Okay.
All right. And what about your husband?
What about him?
He's an alcoholic too.
He's an
No,
alcoholic?
He's not actually. He doesn't drink.
Would he be if he drank, you think?
No.
Huh?
He's not a heavy drinker at all.
No. All right. I know he has a good job because he's allowed to bring pornography to work. That's always a sign of a
factory.
Works at a factory.
Yeah.
What do they manufacture?
He works around a lot of metal.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a bad sign. I have theories about men who work around metal. What do they manufacture?
Car parts.
Fantastic. All right.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, work on that addiction.
Thanks.
And then when you cure yourself, send me all the surplus porn.
Okay.
All right, good time.
Nothing beats a good porno movie.
Gary?
Hi.
Hey, you're 21.
Yes, I am. I was
What's up?
just calling to say that Aimee Mann and Michael Penn, you guys rock. You are so awesome.
Thank you.
I love your music. It's great. I've been listening to Michael Penn since I was like in 8th grade, and I'm 21 now. And I was just curious about how you guys met.
We actually met about 10 years ago at I met Michael at a show of his through a mutual friend, and then I came out to Los Angeles to work and sort of hooked up with him again, and he had just gotten a divorce, and we became friends, and then sort of that turned into a relationship after.
Well, I'm so glad you guys are together.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Gary.
Okay, have a good night.
Hey, we're going to hear something off Aimee Mann's CD just because you were so nice, all right?
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much.
All right, do you have it?
I have the CD, yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Good night.
All right, hang on to it. We have that queued up there, Anderson? Yeah. This is off Aimee Mann's new CD. It's called Red Vines.
They're all still on their honeymoon. Just read the dialogue below. Everyone loves you. Why should they not? And I'm the only one who knows. The Disneyland's about to close. I don't suppose you give it a shot, knowing all that you've got are cigarettes and red it's clear you haven't got the skill in keeping the gag from going too far. So you're running round the parking lot till every lightning bug is caught, punching some pinholes in the lid of a jar while we wait in the car with cigarettes and red vines. Just close your eyes, 'cause baby, you never do know. And I'll be on the sidelines with my hands tied, watching this show. And tell me, would it kill you? Would it really spoil everything if you didn't blame yourself? Do you know what I mean? Cigarettes and red vines. Just close your eyes, 'cause baby, you never do know. And I'll be on the sidelines with my hands tied, watching the show. Watching the show. Watching the show. Watching the show. Watching the
There we go. Aimee Mann, that is Red Vines off of Bachelor #2. And it is out. It is in record stores. Michael Penn, her lovely husband, is here with her tonight. So we have a team in here. Dr. Drew is here, and we will take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to Brian, who's 16, wants anal sex, but girlfriend is afraid it will rip her butt. All right, let's just say hi. Hold on. Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old's your girlfriend?
She's 17.
I see. You're 16?
Uh-huh.
How long have you guys been together?
About 4 months.
I see. And you're ready for the anal sex?
I am.
And, wow. And she's not, though, right?
Well, I'm trying to talk her into it, but she's afraid that it might rip, because she said some of her girlfriends tried it, and it hurt them pretty bad, and it ripped down there, and I want to know if that's...
And they all want to maintain their virginity, of course.
I understand.
That's the reason for doing
right.
this, right?
All right. Hold on a second there, Brian.
Okay.
We're going to take a little break, and then we'll get back with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, after this.
LoveLine will be right back.
Jill, hey, you look happy. I am. I just did a first response pregnancy test. And you're not pregnant? Shh, it says I'm not. But you're only a day late. That's how soon it works. Wow.
First response. So advanced it can be used as soon as the first day of your missed period. No at-home tests work sooner. And it's over 99% accurate in lab tests. Use as directed. See your doctor as recommended.
Here's to kids. In 10 years. Yeah.
First response. Nobody tells you sooner.
What does it mean to be cup crazy? Out of the corner, Jones pulls in front. Cross-ice pass. They score! John Leclerc on the goal mouth pass by Keith Jones.
The feeling, the deafening of the crowd, everything, it's something I'll never forget. And, you know, every year that you don't win it, I know what I'm missing. You want it every year. It's addicting.
Follow the Stanley Cup playoffs every night on ESPN and ESPN2 and every weekend on ABC.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie. You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to... Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire, clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Yep, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Michael Penn and Aimee Mann are both here tonight. Both very talented artists and a talented married couple as well. And Duran Duran, I guess, is going to be in here Sunday night. We haven't seen those guys in quite some time either. Not sure what's up with them, but we'll find out on Sunday night. Brian?
Yeah.
All right, so you're 16, girlfriend 17.
Uh-huh.
You've been going out for 4 months.
Uh-huh.
And why do you want the anal sex so badly?
Well, I don't know. I've just seen it in the pornos, and it looks really, it just looks fun.
Ow!
I see.
Yeah.
Does it look fun, or does it look like just something you haven't done and you want to check it off your list?
Well, it just, it really turns me on, I guess, and I really want to try it.
Yeah, but your girlfriend doesn't.
Well, she's just afraid it might rip.
Yeah, but, well, what she's saying is she doesn't want to do it.
It's going to hurt her.
It will.
Yeah.
Well, she's scared.
Probably hurt her.
Even if we use, a lot of lube.
Well, here's what I'm trying
Brian's trying to convince us now.
Brian, let me explain. That'd be fine, but I'm a grown man, and I have insurance. As far as I don't know if it covered, Drew, would it cover that?
Oh.
No, you'd sew me back up, wouldn't you?
You'd have made up the usual story. You sat on something.
Yeah.
Oh.
I sat on that bowling pin. Now just take it out and stop asking questions. But, Brian, here's what your girlfriend is saying. She's saying I don't want to do it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you're trying to get her to do something she doesn't want to do, and that's not a good idea because it will haunt you.
Yeah.
You may be able to get her to do it, but then she'll resent you, and she will pay you back, if I know women, in a slow and painful manner.
And she's 17 for crying out loud.
That's right.
Can I ask one more quick question?
Yeah.
I really want to try shrooms, and I want to know, like, is that really bad for you?
I don't think it's that bad for you.
Well, a single exposure, probably no big deal. Multiple exposures, although I've not seen this, I'm expecting to see some significant recurrent mood disturbances, depression, that sort of thing, which is what typically occurs from hallucinogen exposure.
Yeah, people don't do enough shrooms to do that, though.
I agree with you, but I expect to see more of that.
All right.
Now that people
I
do
look
more
forward
shrooms.
to it, too. We both look forward to a lot of brain damage in the future.
Oh, great.
All right, Brian?
Okay,
that's what's
All
going
right,
to
hey,
happen.
Brian.
Yeah.
But listen, let me explain something. I give this speech weekly now.
All right.
You got a decent brain in your skull. Not a great one, just a decent one.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.
Right. And you don't want to mess with it too much.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I see.
You'll go from average to stupid.
Well,
If you're a genius, you could knock yourself down to average, and I'd be okay with that. But you're starting at average, and you're going to go down to moron, and then there's going to be trouble. And I mean it.
I understand. There's growing evidence that 15, 16, 17-year-olds will have brain change and even damage from even modest exposure to hallucinogens, including marijuana.
I mean, think about what people are doing. You're 15, 16, 17. As it is, you have sort of an average IQ, and life's going to be a struggle. I mean, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to study hard. You're going to have to do whatever just to get a decent job. Now you're dumping a whole bunch of acid and a whole bunch of X on top of that and a whole bunch of weed on top of that, and all of a sudden you go from sort of average to retard. And you've put yourself into that position.
The problem with all those hallucinogens, though, is not so much that they affect cognition, that you become more stupid.
It's more stupider, I think.
More stupid. Though you can affect memory, the more routine kinds of consequence have to do with just long-standing recalcitrant mood problems, severe depressions that go on lifetime.
Yeah. I like I said last night, I'd freak out if I did mushrooms now. I'd freak out. I'd go nuts. I think I'm positive of it. John?
Yeah.
You're 14? What's up?
I'm just wondering what the average size penis for my age is.
12.5 inches.
There's a lot of variability.
What are you
John.
coming in at?
So people don't really talk in terms of average length.
If you're between 10 and 12, that's fine for a 14-year-old. What are you at, John?
What a horrible person you are.
I'm 6.5 inches.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't me laughing.
That's flaccid, right? That's limp?
No.
Oh, wow. What do you think, Drew?
Let's just cut to the chase. That's right in the pocket.
No, for 14, that's way above average.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
14, yeah.
Yeah, that's solid. 6.5?
Yeah.
Now, do you measure like I do from the center of the anus to just beyond the tip?
And let's set Aimee straight here, too. By 6.5 is not average for the grown male.
6.5 is actually larger than the average. Well, let me show you 6.
Well, I'm just estimating.
I wish I could show you 6.5
I've never gotten out a
using
ruler.
something other than my fingers, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's in between the fingers. But you measured correctly there, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.5. That's fine. You're well on your way.
All right.
All right. But listen, it doesn't guarantee a rich and fruitful life for you. You still have to work hard.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Study hard in school.
Thanks.
All right. What do you think the average age a guy measures his penis? Everyone's Drew, I know you've measured your penis, even though you don't want to talk about it. Michael, I know you've measured your penis, because every man has measured his penis.
Have you measured your penis?
Most of it's in the fifth dimension. It's not a Kurt Vonnegut line. Measuring somebody's penis, and most of it's in the fifth dimension.
You've measured it at one, high school or something, right?
I'm sure I did, yeah.
Drew was a little more advanced. He did the water displacement test. It wasn't enough that he just got the length. But the point is you do it somewhere around 15, and then you don't seem to do it again. And I don't know if it's because you don't want to know at a certain point, or it's just you're not interested, or what it is. But I think every guy does it, and I'm guessing the average age would be about 14 or 15. Tad? If you go metric, though, it's much better. 26 millimeters per inch. Yeah, it can be like 150 millimeters or something like that. 175. It sounds impressive. Tad?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes, you're 26. What's up?
I had to get into an office. I can't hear you with all the rivets shooting.
What are you working on? A boat?
Yeah, we're building
Ship?
jets. I'm here in Long Beach.
Oh, you are? What kind of jets you building?
Oh, there we are. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
We built the Gulfstream 5. It's a beautiful aircraft.
Oh, it's
It's
like
a luxury corporate toy. I tell a lot of people most of the time I work in a corporate toy factory.
personal aviation there. How much does
Yeah.
one of those Gulfstreams run?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
It ranges. It depends on the customer. We've built aircraft up to $85 million a piece for the Sultan of Brunei. I mean, that was ridiculously high. That's the high end where you had gold inlay in the wood and diamonds, and it was ridiculous.
Great guy.
But
that's
the low end is about $35 million. You can get a G5 for it.
Oh, I don't know. Drew, we should pool and get one of those.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, first, I can't tell you. I've taken many seeds of wisdom from both you, Drew, and Adam. I have a great deal of respect for what you do for the public, the service you perform on a weekly and daily basis.
Well, thanks.
I applaud both of your efforts. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Dad.
And what else?
What's going on?
Oh, my God. Well, basically, it's very hard for me to share this with you, but I'll do my best. I have a beautiful little daughter. Her name is Sky, and I have been legally restrained from her by her mother, who wanted to leave the country, and that was the only way she could do it. I have never performed anything in the world of violence. I have done everything I can do legally to be a part of my daughter's life and build a relationship with her. Unfortunately, the mother's demands for her independence overwhelmed her, I think, sense of being a regular family. I did everything I could do. I am honestly telling you this, to be a member of a family. I offered her a ring. I bought her a car. I asked her to marry me, and when she would not accept the fact that I enjoyed living in this country and wanted to stay on the West Coast, she got very bitter and cold and distant over time.
Where's she from?
England.
I see. And
the baby wasn't going to have an English accent. She wasn't going to eat tea and crumpets. She wasn't going to have the lingo. I mean, they call things over there very differently. A hood on a car is called a bonnet. A diaper is called a nappy. It's ridiculous.
That's the reason you wouldn't want to raise your child in England?
Hold on a second. We got to talk about this, Tad. Yeah, it's interesting.
You believe that?
Well, they call the hood the boot, and then the boot's the bonnet or something. They're very confusing. I understand that. Here's something ironic. The guy builds airplanes for a living. His kid's name is Sky.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had another kid, you have to name it like a helicopter or something, or like a
propeller.
Propeller. On one hand, I believe him. On the other hand, he sounds sort of detached from the whole experience.
Sounds a little frantic.
Like he has
Sounds kind of manic.
like a rap going or something.
Or maybe he's told the story many times.
Yeah, it's like he's reading it off his wrist.
Yeah.
But he's had to do it in court and whatnot. I mean, he's got a script, well-heeled script here.
Okay.
Yeah, well, those kind of things you talk about.
All right,
a
so
lot.
Tad.
Adam, by the way, Skye was named after the Isle of Skye off of a coast of England.
Well, no, I know that. And why was she able to get a restraining order against you?
Oh, my God. She just goes down to the court and asks for one. She had no allegations of violence. None.
I see. And why is it you think she doesn't want to marry you?
Obviously, I didn't fulfill the needs she had. She's 5 years older than I am. Ironically, after I was restrained, I went to deliver a birthday cake. I'm not kidding. She had the police called. They had an order saying, oh, you were under restraining orders. That was a violation. I ended up back in court because I dropped a birthday cake off.
Right.
I'm not kidding, but
okay.
She didn't want to marry me basically because I don't think she was and I am at the same stage that we are in life.
All right.
I wanted a child.
Well, let's
she was already
not
divorced, and that was it.
Was there a custody agreement of some kind?
I'm sorry?
Is there a custody agreement in place?
I asked for one. We've been to mediation. I have implored her to give me that chance.
All right. Well, she's not gonna mediate. She doesn't want to work it out. Really, the only thing you can do, is go to court. You've got to go to court. You've got to try for full custody because that's the only thing that, I mean, I was you know.
And there are fathers' rights organizations that you can contact as well that will help you direct you to the course of action you should take.
If you fight for full custody, there's a chance you might get joint custody, or there's a chance you know that.
She's already gone though. She's in England, right?
Is she gone?
Correct.
She's
I fought
gone.
an uphill battle with an attorney. It was probably a very big mistake to use one. At least he thought he was guiding me in the right way, not knowing the system, not understanding what I was getting
You've got to go for full custody, man. That's the only, you know, because they don't. If you don't ask for full custody, they don't award joint custody.
Oh, really?
They don't. It's you know. I mean, I was in a custody battle when I was a kid.
Well, hold on a second, Tad. Is she in England with Sky now?
I believe so.
Yeah. All right. Hold on a second.
So they don't. So they don't have an agreement.
Explain that.
They were in
Aimee.
mediation. They haven't come to an agreement. There is no custody agreement yet. There has to be a custody agreement. Well, I don't know.
She's a fugitive. She's kidnapped the child.
But England doesn't like that, because that's what happened to me.
What?
When I was 3 years old, my mother took me to England before there was a custody agreement. So
really.
So from what I know about it, England's not really amused when you do that. So
what happened?
So I think the authorities might be able to get involved in that way.
What happened in your case?
My father figured out where I was after, you know, just sort of by accident, after about 9 months.
And
I think they got in touch with the English authorities, and they saw to it that I was brought back. Now I'm not positive, but
now what do you think would be the best thing for the child? And let's say in this case that Tad's calling about. And by the way, this thing that Tad's described to us, there must be big pieces of this puzzle missing.
Well,
sounds like it, but
yeah,
you never know.
there always is. I mean, there always is two sides to every story, but sometimes the other side is just that the other person's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, that you know.
Was that where your mom was at?
No, that's the long story.
The
I don't think so. But
let's look at it from the standpoint of the child. How we advise Tad. Is he doing something good on behalf of the child to go after it, or should he let the child have its life and establish a life elsewhere?
I think. I mean, unless something's really wrong with him, and then we don't know that, or unless something's wrong with her, and that could be. I mean, a restraining order with no reason. That's pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. That's kind of chaotic. So unless something's wrong with either of them, that they're violent or dangerous in some way, I really think that the child needs to see both parents.
Both
I really
biological
do.
Parents.
And maybe it's that 6 months out of the year the kid lives in England, and 6 months she comes back here.
Did you have something like that go on?
No, I didn't see her. I didn't see my mother. When I was brought back, it was a very complicated situation, but I ended up staying with my father. I didn't see her I saw her once when I was 14, and then I saw her again when I was an adult.
Wow.
Your mother is English?
No.
She fled to England?
She went with somebody. She
Wow.
ran off with somebody.
Do you remember that being a painful or unpleasant experience, being taken away from her?
She was 9 months old.
No, I was 3 years old.
Oh, 3.
It's just, the guy she ran off with was a big problem. So I remember not wanting to be with,
around that.
Right. And I think my father was probably more stable. So, but the whole thing was damaging. I mean, it was terrible to be taken from him for 9 months. It's a long time when you're just a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
So, the whole thing was pretty awful. I mean, I don't have sort of active memories of the pain of being taken, of not being with her anymore.
Right.
Which is probably significant. I mean, I think I've,
You buried it.
Absolutely.
Cut yourself off from
yeah,
it, yeah.
I'm totally, detached from it.
Yeah.
But I think the kid has to you need to see both your parents.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. I'll tell you what, we'll gang up on Aimee during the commercial and see if we can pull some of that out of her. What do you say, Drew? Drew's good at that. All right, you ready? A little tag team avoidance detachment attack. Yeah, I'll start on the right flank. You go low.
I got your wing.
All right. We'll be back with Michael Penn and Aimee Mann after this.
We'll be right back with more LoveLine.
How was school today, Rebecca?
We learned what the Earth was like a long time ago, way back in the 1990s.
Oh.
Grandpa, did you ever taste water?
Oh, my, no. By the time I was a boy, water, if you could find it, was pretty much unfit to drink. But I hear tell, long ago, children used to make lemonade with actual tap water, and drink it on hot sunny days.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they'd fill balloons with water and toss them at each other and laugh, or run through the sprinkler singing and carrying on. And then after a day of playing, their folks would put them in a tub, fill it with water and bubbles, and scrub them till they were squeaky clean.
Wow. Why didn't people try to save the water?
Well, I guess they didn't think one person could make a difference.
Thousands of Americans make a difference every day. For example, over 900 million tons of untreated sewage is no longer discharged into our nation's waters. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Okay, class, this part of the museum is known as the Hall of Trees.
What's a tree?
Large plants that once covered much of the Earth. This is a full-scale model of a maple tree.
What are those green things?
Those were called leaves. They took in sunlight, nourished the tree, expelled oxygen, creating air for people to breathe.
People didn't breathe out of air tanks?
No, then air was everywhere. The sky was blue, even the ocean was blue.
The ocean was blue?
And filled with fish.
What's a fish?
When you protect the Earth, you protect your health and that of your children. We're making progress. There has been a significant improvement. 20 years ago, air pollution in Los Angeles exceeded health standards on 4 out of every 5 days. But we still have a long way to go.
Here's the Hall of Weather. Press that button and you'll hear a rainfall.
Why'd they need rain?
Without rain, a flower couldn't grow.
What's a flower?
One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Personally, I'm so sick of hearing about the environment.
I know. What's everyone so worried about?
51 million Americans live in areas where the air is officially classified as unhealthy to breathe.
It's a big world, and it's been here a long time.
Yeah, we're talking years and years and years.
The Center for Disease Control says that 94,000 people get sick every year from contaminated water. 900 of those people die.
It's all in their heads.
It's media hype.
The average American dumps at least 20 pounds of household toxins down the drain every year, most of which ends up in the drinking water supply.
Personally, I drink tap water. I mean, it's not like we're in Bangladesh.
Personally, I feel fine. I mean, I ask you, seriously, who's really getting hurt here?
5.8 million children died last year as a result of unsafe drinking water.
Not me, or my kids, right, Billy? Billy? Where are you?
Can one person make a difference? Today, 66% of our rivers and lakes are safe for fishing and swimming, a third more than in 1970. One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car, when you crash it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets, put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car, don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Yep, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew, Aimee Mann, and Michael Penn are our guests tonight. We're here mainly to talk about the Aimee CD, and we're going to hear something off of Bachelor number 2, which is Aimee's latest CD. She'll also be seen on the Tonight Show tomorrow night on Leno, which is pretty cool. Drew, you've never done Leno, right?
No, but you've done it many times.
Oh, shut up. All right. Aimee? Not that Aimee. This Aimee. Aimee, you're 25.
Yes, hi.
What's up?
The reason I'm calling is because 5 months ago I gave birth, and ever since then, sex has been so painful that I really can't have it at all.
At what point is it painful? Right,
Just
immediately on penetration, or with deep penetration, or what?
immediately as it's...
Was this your first child?
Yes.
Did you have an episiotomy?
Yes.
Does it feel like that's not going together too well?
I'm sorry?
My lip hurts every time I hear that word episiotomy. Drew, describe the episiotomy for our younger listeners.
Basically, it's like putting the floor of the perineum. But how can you describe that, where that is to people?
Just
the part between the vagina and the anus sort of stretches out as the baby's head comes down the birth canal.
Yeah.
And the doctor basically reaches down there and just cuts along the frenulum, the part that's sort of where you're glued together.
But see, Drew, you go cuts along and you make this motion that's about 1.5 feet long, but there's not that much space between those two areas, is there?
Oh, when the baby's head's coming down, that space gets to be about yay big.
Oh, it does not.
Yes, it does.
9 inches big?
It thins out, right?
It thins out, and it stretches, and it comes out like this. And then you just cut it, and out comes the kid.
And what do? Rub some Coke on it or something before they cut it?
Nothing.
They just cut it.
Well, you can inject lidocaine in there sometimes.
I'd do that, yeah.
Or if you have an epidural, anyway.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to have.
I did have an epidural.
Right. Oh, I see. So they did the episiotomy?
Right.
And then they sew it back?
Yep.
Yes.
When do they do that?
Right after.
Immediately after.
Who's on that detail?
Same guy.
Wow. Sounds like a tough detail.
No.
It just sounds like a rough detail. There's all that afterbirth and everything,
the tough
right?
detail is if you don't do the episiotomy and it rips through the vagina and the rectum.
Don't tell me to the anus.
Oh my
I don't believe that.
Then putting that all back together is tough. Did you have a tear?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not
So
that I know of.
they did that. They sewed that back together.
Yes.
Everything was fine, and now it's painful.
It's very painful.
And never was painful before.
Well, actually, before I got pregnant, I was having some problems where it did hurt a little bit. And I told my OB about it, and he says, oh, don't worry. After you have a baby, you'll be fine. It'll probably even be better for you. But now it is much worse. It's so painful. It burns very badly, too.
Is there dryness?
Yeah.
Is that the big issue?
I think that's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Maybe you're not excited, do you think?
Well, no, I do get excited, but then when the time comes, I think I get very nervous because I know it's going to hurt.
Then I'll tell you what, the hormone changes associated with having had a child can affect things like lubrication.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone on, how long ago was the baby delivered?
About 5 months.
Have you thought about going on birth control pill or something like that to try to sort of reestablish normal or
Well,
hormone
I'm
levels?
on the Depo-Provera shot.
Okay, well, that may be the problem right there.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh,
it may not be the child, it may be the Provera.
Hmm.
Because that does change a lot of side effects. It's a great contraception. It's easy to use and whatnot, but a lot of side effects.
Does it dry up?
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, I got to get some of that. I think I'm exceptionally moist down there. You know?
That's
like
just
after a long day.
That's because of all the hair.
Yeah, it really keeps it in.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah, really traps
he
in.
keeps describing himself as like
It's a little greenhouse down there.
Like a.
There's a gecko lizard down there.
Like
It's chasing a grasshopper.
shag carpet. You're trying to.
Oh, how dare you
get something out
embarrass
of
me in front
shag.
of our guests? How dare you? All right, caller Amy.
Yes.
See about that Depo shot.
Talk to your doctor about maybe going on a birth control
All right,
pill with estrogen.
You're into your husband, right?
Yes.
You are? And what about just getting a lot of lubricant going? And
Well, I've tried that. We've tried like the KY jelly, and it still hurts.
Okay. All right. Do you give him oral sex?
No. I don't do that.
Uh-oh.
That's not for me.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, why not?
I've tried it like twice, but I just kind of get disgusted by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, wow, not many options left for your husband. What, does he do that on you?
Sometimes.
Just to take the stitches out?
What's that?
No. He doesn't do it on you that often?
Sometimes.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
I don't know. I mean, ever since the baby's been born, we have not had sex at all.
Yeah.
And every time we try, it hurts so bad, I
Yeah,
just tell him to stop.
Yeah, but can't he give you some oral sex and give you an orgasm?
Well, he could, but he doesn't.
Uh-huh. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. All right. Why don't you look into that, Amy? I think there's something else going on here. And why don't you give him some oral sex? Did you have a bad experience?
No, I didn't have a bad experience. I'm afraid to, in a way, too. It just kind of grosses me out.
A preference thing.
Yeah.
One
All
of the
right.
things.
Are you religious?
No, not really. I'm not like a religious freak, no.
All right. Well, then have yourself a glass of wine and give your husband a BJ, would you, for Christ's sake?
Just for Adam.
The man's in pain over there. All right, and he should get busy, too. There's something going on with this couple. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're kind of getting a little vibe?
Yeah.
She's talking, it's all sort of biological, and then you bring up something, and she's like, yes. And then she goes back to the biological stuff, and then it's like, but he won't. And then it's back to, again, there's definitely some issues there. All right, well, we got to take a break. Andrew?
Yeah.
You're 15?
Uh-huh.
You want to know if it's bad to mix Accutane and pot?
Not a great cliffhanger.
No, I take Accutane, and I wanted to know if marijuana, like...
You're using a lot of pot, too, though, so let's talk about it after the break.
All right, genius? Hold on a second.
You hear that pot talk?
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll be back after this.
LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Back in a minute.
Well, it's worth hearing.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest stop talking to travelers. Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake.
Huh?
Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say don't push it, park it.
Right. A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This June, the biggest names in heavyweight boxing are taking Showtime by storm. Mike Tyson. He's still the most ferocious man to get in the ring. Mike Tyson. He won't quit till he's champion again. But first, he must get by the big right hand of Lou Savarese. 39 wins, 32 knockouts, and one big dream. Mike Tyson. Name any other heavyweight you'd rather see fight. Tyson versus Savarese, Saturday, June 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific. Only on Showtime. No limits.
Yep, we're back with more Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. This is Dr. Drew over there. Michael Penn and Aimee Mann are our guests tonight. They're a talented married couple. Bachelor number 2 is Amy's CD, and MP4 is Michael's CD. And we're going to hear something else off of Amy's CD coming up this time in this hour sometime soon. Also, you can find her on The Tonight Show tomorrow night. And Drew, where are we going? Oh, okay, sorry.
Finish with Andrew.
Andrew? Yeah.
All right, so you smoke pot.
Yeah, I've probably done it 9 times in the past 4 months.
And you take Accutane.
Yeah.
All right, so Drew.
Doesn't sound.
Now he sounds different.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Take a cold shower or something?
No.
All right.
All right. I don't know that specifically has any significant effects, though. Accutane is a tough drug on your system. You don't want to be taking other things with that.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you get pregnant, you have to stop, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
And also I had another question.
Yeah.
How long does it stay, like, in your body?
Accutane?
No, marijuana.
Well, forever, basically. It's
Well, like, before, like, you can get tested and it won't show up.
Oh, it depends how long you've been smoking, yeah. Well, if you've only spoken 9 times in the last 4 months, you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay.
But if you're a daily pot smoker...
Are you a daily pot smoker, Andrew?
No.
Okay. Where are you looking to get a job?
Like at a food place.
Place with food in it?
Like a fast food place.
I see.
A food place. Rename those things.
By that. I know something interesting I found out on the show just some months ago from Drew, that the place where they keep books is called...
Library.
What is it?
Bookstore.
Library.
Library.
And the thing I found interesting about the word library is it didn't have book in it. You know, it was just library. It's like, you think it'd be called like book place or book holdatorium, or you know what I'm saying? Book hole, book building, you know? But library, it's like, where's the connection? Where does that even come from, Drew? You know what I'm saying?
Libra.
Yeah? Libra? And what do they have to do with it? That's my point. No one knows. Chelsea?
Yeah?
You're 17.
Yeah.
No wonder there's not more people there. They're confused. They can't figure it out. What's up?
Okay, I have 2 totally unrelated questions, but all
Go
right.
right ahead.
Okay, the first one is, do you guys know what the legal age for a boob job is?
There's no legal... You mean
like-
without parental involvement, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably 18.
18.
In Los Angeles, I think it's 11. You have to have a
I'm
note
sure it's
from
18.
a producer.
And I would think the few cosmetic or plastic surgeons would be willing to do this to somebody that hadn't finished developing.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to get done?
I want to get my boobs bigger.
I see.
Why?
because I want them bigger. I want big boobs.
Bouncy, bouncy.
You're 17. Really? How small are you now?
I'm a C right now.
C?
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine.
That's big.
You want to be a D?
Double D.
Double D?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
See,
frightening.
that's why my mom went fine.
That's scary.
How big's the rest of you?
I'm about 5'6", 5'7", like 125, around there.
Yeah, maybe 140?
No!
All right. Wow, hold on. I gotta turn my earphones down. All right, what's
You're
up?
fat.
Drew, please. You're 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You have a beautiful body, right? 125, 5'7", nice C cup. Where are you going?
I want bigger ones.
Do you ever have an eating disorder?
No.
No?
No.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Where's your
Why does everybody say that when I tell them that?
Well,
overweight.
They talk to you. That's why they
want
say.
bigger boobs, that's all.
Where's your dad?
My dad?
Yeah.
He's in bed sleeping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In prison or in his room?
No, here.
In his, you guys live in prison?
Huh?
No.
No.
Yeah? Do you love him?
I love my dad, yeah.
Yeah. He ever do anything weird to you?
Ew, no.
Okay.
Do you ever have do people tell you that your view of your own body is distorted?
I used to be kind of overweight. I used to be like 160.
Yeah. I immediately got that vibe. I went with how much you weigh.
I used to weigh like 160, and then I got mono, and I got really skinny.
Huh.
And then, like, I went to the gym and blah, blah, blah. And then, so now I'm like,
Now you're going a little crazy.
now I just want bigger boobs, that's all. Because it's like, I got the weight part down, now I just want bigger boobs.
Do you go to the gym all the time?
Yep.
Like every day?
And it's not every other day.
You kind of jumped at me when I said you have an eating disorder. Have you ever thought about vomiting or using laxatives? or
No,
anything?
no. I eat all the time. I have no problem with eating. It's just before I ate way too much.
Okay. All right. Well, don't get that boob
Just
job.
wait a little while, right?
All right. Okay.
Spend
I
that
have
money
another-
on a therapist.
Yeah, please.
Okay, this one is gross. Okay. Like, I know that girls, like, have dreams about, like, lesbian stuff. And I'm not lesbian at all, okay? And, like, a normal lesbian dream would not gross me out or anything. But I had, like, a lesbian dream about me and my sister. Yikes. Yeah, tell me about it.
Really?
And that, like, seriously freaked me out. I'm like, ew. So now it was gross.
So now you don't sleep anymore?
No, not with my sister around.
Do you think?
What are you scared? You're going to do something to your
Ew,
sister?
no, I'm just saying. No, I just, like, had a...
Wow, hold on a second.
Yeah.
We don't talk to many, like, sort of stereotypical high school girls anymore on this show, but I think we found our mascot in Chelsea's. It's like, I thought, do you have any? No! And you're not a
I like the use of ooh.
Yeah,
I
ooh!
think that, we should bring that back.
Yeah, it's not around anymore. Hey, Chelsea?
What kind of relationship do you have with your sister?
Me and my sister are like best friends.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how old is she?
She's 14. No,
All right.
she just turned 15, sorry.
I see.
I think sometimes you can have a dream where you're having sex with somebody, but it's just more symbolizes kind of a
intimacy.
Yeah, intimacy. It somehow gets sexualized.
Yes, absolutely. Women do that more frequently than men, but that's absolutely the case, especially at this age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're fine, Chelsea.
I say. And you say no on the boob job?
Why do you want bigger boobs? Just out of curiosity.
Because I have like 4 friends that are skinnier than me that have double Ds.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you calling from?
I live in Cyprus, but I go to school in Torrance.
Do they have?
Torrance, what is that, about 45
Do they have boob
minute drive?
jobs?
Yeah.
Are theirs fake?
No.
They're real.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Where
that
is
kind of
this
seems
place?
like
I'm
the
moving
norm.
to Torrance.
Yes,
It's the double D
and I
town.
hang out with them all day.
You hang out with the double D girls?
Yes, and I'm just a small C, and they make me sick.
All right, but listen, you got to start hanging out with some of the frumpy chicks. Makes yourself feel better about yourself. Don't you understand anything about psychology? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all relative.
All right.
Well, it's not only all relative. I mean, if it's done because you imagine that that's what guys like, that's what all guys like, that just isn't true.
Let me tell you something. There's a
Adam is not like every man.
That's right. I'm very unique. Thank you. You're finally coming around. There's a backlash against the fake boobs these days.
Yeah.
There's magazines coming out, all natural magazines, and
I know they offend you, but
well, no, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I have no problems with that.
the fact that it's a reaction is something you find appealing.
I'm not a fake boob fan.
Oh, okay.
It's better, fake boob's better than no boob. It's not as good as a real boob.
I see.
That's the pecking order.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying:
the circle of life.
Most guys I know aren't into the fake boobs. And like I said, as a society, I think we're sort of experiencing a little fake boob backlash.
Yeah, we're moving away from the fake boob.
On the other hand, I sympathize for any 17-year-old girls listening out there who has to turn on the TV and see what's going on and has her friends and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I understand the temptation. And I don't know where I'd be if I was 17. If there's some sort of process that I could do that would make women magically more attracted to me, I'd probably pay the money.
This is the way I look at it. What kind of guy would be more attracted to you? A guy like Adam.
That's
you really
right.
Is that really what you want?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You don't need another me in your life. No. I'm covered with hair. I have horrible habits.
It's weird sponge hair.
Yeah, it's like a pubic hair on top of my head. It's like I'm wearing a merkin on top of my head. Look at this. There's no difference. You see this?
It's true. It's kind of pubic-y.
Yeah,
but it's very dense and kind of spongy.
Yeah, it acts as a protective shield for my skull, though.
Hey, how you doing? Ooh, look at your hair.
Donald. Oh, wait a minute.
There we go.
Donald's been on hold for 54 minutes.
There's the commentary.
Yeah, no greater compliment could be paid to a radio host than having someone just sawing logs. All right, this is good, though.
Well, at least we didn't disturb him with our conversation. Donald?
No,
Donald.
Don't wake him up. We're gonna just we'll tune in and tune out with him. He'll be sawing logs all night.
Yeah,
it's
that's
great.
true.
There's nothing better. It keeps getting funnier too. Amy, I think that the custody stories would really put him down. I'd probably put him in a REM. He was probably just dozing off when I was telling some story, but I think the custody story, I think that really put him down for the long count. All right, we're going to check back in with him. And then we'll start gambling on whether he's still snoring or not. It really gets fun. We haven't had one of these in a while, but it's always a good time. James?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
What's up?
After I have sex with my girlfriend and after I ejaculate, it's hard to keep an erection, obviously, for most men, I'm sure. But is there something I can do to, I don't know, maybe go again, or is that pretty much it?
No, you can go, but wait a few minutes.
What's that?
You want to use the same erection?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about erection. They're like syringes. You got to throw them out when you're done using them. You understand?
Yeah.
But it's all right. You have an infinite supply of erections.
Do you have like
You'll
an
get
erection
another one. It's like a bus that runs every 20 minutes.
You have an
there's
erection
another
disposal
one
unit?
that'll be coming any moment now.
You have an erection disposal unit?
Yeah, it's my hamper.
Nice.
I keep it in my hamper. Yeah. Maid comes in once a week and
And I have one more quick question.
Yeah.
When me and my girlfriend are about to have sex, it's like when I'm entering her, it like kills her every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, it's painful for her.
What's that?
Yeah. You gotta get a running start. It's not happening quick enough.
Is that normal?
Is there a mismatch in your anatomy with hers?
No.
No. Is she? Do you spend some time on her first?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, real time. You really pay your dues down there?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, I do.
You got the fingers and tongues and everything going?
The works.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And then and only then do you attempt to enter her?
Of course.
Do you wear a condom?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's it. I mean, she could be kind of has that, basketball sneaker on a hardwood floor kind of thing, that squeaky thing sometimes.
And some women just have a certain amount of spasm down there that causes pain with penetration. The fact that it goes away after a while is sort of a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Could you get some lubricant?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Oh, we've got it. We use it.
Oh.
Latex really isn't a very pleasant feeling, it must be said.
Maybe get one of those sheepskin condoms.
Would that make a big difference?
I don't know. Drew, what
It
do you
does.
think? It does?
I'll give the woman's point of view.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
And just take it slow.
Okay.
All right, try one of those.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe she can get on some birth control or something eventually.
She's already on it.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Well, what are you using the condoms for then?
Well, she's going to be in about a couple weeks.
All right. Well, maybe that'll do it.
And how effective would that be?
What?
With just the birth control?
Very effective.
99.99.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, birth control and maybe a condom would be about Well, I guess you can't say 100%, but
Approaching it.
yeah.
All right, James.
All right, thanks.
Good luck. Oh, man, what happened to our snorer guy?
Oh.
He's gone.
Oh, Danielle, did you hang up on our snorer guy? Line number 2? You have him? Oh, he woke up? What bastard. Tell him Amy's going to retell the custody story. Let's see if we can get him back down for the next break.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, he's here? All right. Should we talk to him?
Sure.
Donald?
Oh, she's just putting him up.
Oh, she's putting him up? Okay.
Linda.
Talk to Linda.
Yes.
You're 20. What's up?
I had a question about masturbation.
You've come to the right place.
I wanted to know how much is too much.
What are you good for?
I'm sorry?
What are you good for a day?
I would say attempts about 7. When I actually come through, probably about 4.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's not a great batting average.
No, it's not. But then again, I mean, I do it anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to brag, but if I attempt 1,000, I'll get 999 off.
Yeah.
Well, too much is when there are consequences.
Such as?
Pulling a calf muscle,
such as
stuff like that.
Having harming relationships, physically harming yourself, spending a lot of money doing stuff.
Okay,
That's what.
I'm good so far.
That's when it's too much.
Where do you masturbate?
Anywhere that I know it's safe. Such as, I mean, a fair deal, you know, in my bathtub. I love the bathtub water technique. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone so far as work. I mean, even in restaurants by myself, in the ladies' room. But wherever I can find a nice...
The real question is whether or not you were sexually abused when you were younger, because that's sort of what creates a sexual compulsive in most cases.
See, well, I was celibate for about 2 years. I had sex when I was 17, like 2 times. And I recently started, like about 3 weeks ago, having sex. And it seems like I've had it, and it just doesn't do it for me. I'm much happier by myself.
She kind of sidestepped that question.
Yeah.
Hey, Linda?
Yes.
Were you ever sexually abused?
No, actually, and I've gone to counseling before.
Why?
And, you know, I've never had any problems, any of the guidelines, the basic, you know, being turned on by rape fantasies and whatnot.
A history of manic depression in your family?
No.
Okay.
All right.
That may just be you.
Maybe it's living on that freeway that's doing it. Will you shut that goddamn screen door, please?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing, smoking out on your balcony?
No, I'm just sitting out enjoying the fresh air.
Well, stop it. It's annoying. It's all carbon monoxide anyway.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on over there. All right, so 7 times a day?
Basically.
Yeah. And what's up with the guys, though? That's the question.
Well, they're there.
Yeah?
But I don't know. I'm just so much happier by myself.
Where's your dad?
Oh, well, he is probably about 15 miles away from my home.
Yeah. Do you get along well with him?
We get along just fine, and I have no problem with father figures, and I don't like the sugar daddies.
All right. What's up, though? What's up with you and intimacy?
I don't know. I just, that's a good question. I guess that's why I'd be calling you the expert.
Well, did someone do something to you? I mean, burn you or hurt you, break your heart?
No, not that I can recall. I've had my fair share of dealings in relationships, but nothing
All with men?
traumatizing.
All with men?
Nothing too traumatizing.
Yeah, that was my next question. What do you think about when you les off with yourself? Whatever the kids call it these days.
The kids call it these days, huh? Pretty much, I like to watch soft porn.
Soft porn, yeah.
Soft porn, though.
Right. And do you think about women?
Occasionally.
Yeah. Do you think?
Nothing more than the average norm, I'm sure.
Yeah. Not the average lesbian. Are you into women, you think?
I've been.
Oh, you've
There we
been.
go.
Aha. Now we're getting somewhere.
I am.
What's up with the women? Are you lesbian?
I wouldn't call myself full blown. No, I wouldn't call myself full blown. No, I can say here, there. I guess bisexual would be.
Hey, Linda, are you still out on the porch?
I am.
Hey, honey, didn't we have that discussion 10 minutes ago?
But it's so cool.
Okay, hold on a second. Jesus Christ. Oh, I hate our callers. God, do I hate them.
Just because she won't go inside for you?
Well, I mean, she's on a national... How much national radio does she do? Obviously it's distracting. I wouldn't have brought it up, and then as if I'm not going to hear it again. Oh, God, I'm only talking to her again so I can punish her.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Linda, I want you to go in the house and into the closet and shut the door.
Okay.
Well, Linda, there's a lot more going on here.
I'm in the closet.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, you're in the closet in more ways than one. You may be a lesbian.
Do you think that's what it is?
I think there's something going on that you seem to be avoiding sexually.
But what about the 7 times a day masturbation? I mean, that does seem
excessive.
kind of compulsive or sort of
Yeah.
mood
Yes.
altering, or
And
at the very least.
her sexual identity is all kind of in confusion and chaos.
And Linda, you have a real good rap, and I know you've listened to the show, and I know all the questions we're going to ask and all that kind of stuff, and you're giving us all the answers before we even ask them.
Yeah.
I sure as hell hope that truck just drove through your goddamn closet.
You wouldn't believe that it did.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, do I hate that, Linda. I mean, you guys all getting a vibe off of Linda, like, it's almost, it's got a little serial killer in her, like
There's
a
like
little
real-
Ted Bundy, little
Play
rat.
Misty for me.
Yeah.
It's like real dissociative thinking, like where it's there's not like a real linear progression to the
Yeah,
thoughts.
and there's almost an anger underneath that sort of smile and that rap that she has. It's like the people you deal with behind the counter at the airport. They're saying one thing, but they're acting angry. I'd like to help you, sir, but and you're going, wait a minute, you seem angry, even though you're calling me sir. And you're saying that one of our representatives will be more than happy to escort you or whatever, but you're sounding angry at the same time.
Yep.
She hung up, by the way.
It's
There's something going on. And did she get off that porch?
No.
No, she didn't get
No,
off the
I
porch.
think she ran out onto the medium of the
The highway. Yeah, she went out into the highway.
Yeah. No man's going to tell her what to do. Not again. Something's up with her.
Oh, yeah.
Something up with guys, and I could get to the bottom of her and her dad.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Or maybe her and her mother. I mean, you never know.
You never know. That's true.
Never know with her, yes. She's got a lot of stuff going on. All right.
Adam's so full of hatred right now.
And those dads are always picked up
But I
by
hate
those
everyone.
moms.
That's the
Yeah, that's
difference. Elaine,
Yes?
you're 20.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I was wondering how long the effects of an orgasm last.
The effects.
Yeah, I had
You
sex
should
last
be able to
night.
get back to work in a couple of weeks if that's what you're talking about.
Well, no, because I had sex last
Stay off
night.
that vagina for at least a couple of days. And then hot and cold compresses, right, Drew? Sitz bath. What? What else?
That's
a
enough.
couple aspirin?
A couple Tylenol.
You should be fine.
Are you still having sort of aftershocks? Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, I'm just like, I've been super mellow and relaxed all day today.
Fine.
More so than usual. And I was just wondering.
Is there an emotional experience you went through? I mean, was there more of a connection with this person?
I don't think so.
No.
Could have been.
Well, who is this person?
He's a friend of mine, a friend with benefits.
I see.
Wow.
And do you have you had many boyfriends?
Yeah.
And what's up? You don't want another one?
No, I do.
You do.
But I don't think he wants to be mine, so.
Yeah, but you like him, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you like him more than he likes you that way?
I think so.
Right. So it's kind of a tough situation.
Yeah.
But he gave you a good orgasm, right?
Yeah, so.
All right. And you've had orgasms before, right?
I don't really think I have.
Oh, well.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
That's it. You'll get used to it eventually. It's like a hot tub. You climb in, it seems real hot at first, and then eventually it's all right. So that's what orgasm's like.
Oh, okay.
You'll have a whole bunch, and
She's
you'll,
20. This
you'll
one's
start
been
to mellow out.
coming for a long time.
Do you give them to yourself ever?
No.
Why not?
Not into that, really.
I see. All right. Well, you are now.
Yeah.
Game on.
All right.
All right. Have fun. Hey, soak it in. Enjoy it.
All right.
I wish I could be that greatly affected by an orgasm. All right, Elaine.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Yeah. In
Wouldn't
your
it be
case-
great? You know, sit around, sort of walking on air all day, basking in your own vaginal glow. You know?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that
I'm
be
just
great?
Thinking, what would
Look
that
how
take for
jaded we
you?
are.
Yeah, we.
Yeah. Drew doesn't masturbate, or at least he doesn't admit to it. And he thinks I'm insane because I'm good for once a day, and so are all of my friends. And then
You're good for once a day, and you're actually engaging in twice a day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on, Drew. You know, I have a very active lifestyle.
Yes, indeed.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break here. Michael Penn and Aimee Mann are our guests tonight. We're going to promise we're going to hear something off of Aimee Mann's new CD when we come back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
This June, the biggest names in heavyweight boxing are taking Showtime by storm. Mike Tyson. He's still the most ferocious man to get in the ring. Mike Tyson. He won't quit till he's champion again. But first, he must get by the big right hand of Lou Savarese. 39 wins, 32 knockouts, and one big dream. Mike Tyson. Name any other heavyweight you'd rather see fight. Tyson versus Savarese, Saturday, June 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific. Only on Showtime. No limits.
Is getting a blemish really such a crisis? Yes, it is. But now with new Biore Blemish Balm, there's nothing to worry about. Biore Blemish Balm is an overnight acne treatment. We're talking visible results by morning, so blemishes just aren't a big deal anymore. Biore Blemish Balm forms a tiny gel patch to give you continuous treatment all night. You wake up to clearer, healthier looking skin that's not dried out. There's also new Biore Blemish Fighting Cleanser to help prevent blemishes every day. So say goodnight to that blemish. Biore. Clean, honest.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice. You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases. Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time. We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to. Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire,
hot, hot.
Clear brush and branches away. And keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Yep, LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Duran Duran's going to be in here on Sunday night. Michael Penn and Aimee Mann are both here tonight. Aimee's next song we're going to hear from Aimee's from the movie Magnolia, which was by the way, nominated for an Oscar. The song was, I think, that damn Phil Collins song won. I wanted Blame Canada from the... Drew, you don't know what I'm talking about, do you? That was a Matt and Trey song.
Oh, right.
From South Park. Kind of a good song. I didn't know you at the time, Amy, so I wasn't pulling for you.
I would have been happy for Blame Canada to win.
Yeah, I know. Why it seems
just something a little different. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all I
another
ask.
Elton John or Phil Collins. It just feels so forgettable to me. It just feels like I don't know. I don't know. That stuff just seems like it gets all cranked out of the same machine.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah, Phil Collins is one of these guys, by the way. There's certain artists, I believe, there's certain artists who are sort of screwed and cursed, if you will, and others that are blessed. And I haven't gotten into this in a long time, but it's high time I did.
I've never heard you say this.
Well, no, I have. Like I've told you, like for instance, like Hall & Oates, that song Man-Eater, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much coke was dropped off at the program director's office before he started spinning that flaming turd? That is one of the worst songs ever created, that, whoa, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boys. If anyone doesn't think there was a problem with payola and coke in the radio industry in the early 80s, all you got to know is that Man-Eater made it to #1. That song, to me, Hall & Oates don't exist anymore because of Man-Eater. And Hall & Oates, I was sort of on the fence about. Hall & Oates is one of these bands that people think are better than they actually are. Right. They're sort of okay, but they're not that good. But I will hold Man-Eater against them forever. And I believe that instead of just liking bands for their good songs, you should hold their bad songs against them. I don't care how much good stuff Hall & Oates has cranked out. They also did Man-Eater, and for that they should pay. That's the way I feel about Hall & Oates and that horrible flaming turd of a song known as Man-Eater. And it did make it to #1, which goes to show you, like I said, how much coke is spread around and how stupid people are who listen to the radio, because then they requested it later on after it was played ad nauseum. But it just becomes like, it's like listen, I can't get the Pete Ellis Dodge theme song out of my goddamn head, and that's the way people work. You play enough whoa, whoa, here she come, and people just start robotically picking up the phone and requesting it. They don't even know what they're doing anymore. It becomes like a bad snack food that you can't get enough of. Like, when you eat a whole box of Nilla wafers and you stopped enjoying it at the 4th Nilla wafer, but your hand keeps moving? That's what goes on with music sometimes. And Phil Collins is one of these guys. Phil Collins has a couple of good songs on his own and a couple of good songs with Genesis. Not all of them. There's 35 that they play on the radio. He has 4 that are good. I don't know where the other 31 came from. Huey Lewis, exact same thing. Huey Lewis, they got 3 good songs, maybe, but not 19. And I don't know why we have to be exposed to all of that. On the other hand, there are guys like John Hyatt who have millions of good songs, and we get to hear one of them. How does that work? Obviously, it has to do with the coke in the industry and the payola. It has to do with something.
That's it.
Drives
You're
me
right.
insane, and I know the masses are asses. They'll buy in anything, and they would listen to something good. And I know I'm kissing ass here, but I mean it. They'd listen to Michael Penn. They'd listen to Aimee Mann. They would gobble that up just like they gobbled up Man-Eater. They would gobble it up.
High praise indeed.
Thank you. Hey, you know what I'm saying, though? If just play it, and if you're going to just play something, just play something good.
Something more nourishing.
I agree.
Yes,
I'm with
yes. It drives me insane. There's so many good artists and so many good bands out there, and they don't get played, and yet we have to hear another Elton John song. Like, ain't gonna be no feather in your cap. I mean, Elton John has some great songs, and he has some junk. And all I want is the people that are pushing it and the people that are playing it to evaluate each and every song on its own merit. It's not Phil Collins came out with it. It's not Elton John came out with it. It's Elton's had some good ones. This one sucks. Let's not play it. That's what I wish. That's the world I wish we lived in. All right. I'm fired up, Drew. Now I'm going to play this Aimee Mann song.
Oh, good.
All right?
All right.
What do you say? It's called Save Me.
could never love anyone except the freaks who suspect they could never love anyone except the freaks who could never love anyone.
Yep, it is LoveLine. That was a little something from Aimee Mann off the Magnolia soundtrack. It was nominated, by the way. Save Me was the title of that one. We'll hop back on the phones, take another phone call. Jennifer?
Hello.
You're 22?
Yes.
You can't have an orgasm during oral sex?
No.
Yeah, what about during regular sex?
I have. Only
You
a couple-
have?
Yeah, only a couple
your vagina may be on upside down. Because
inside out, Adam, please.
Oh, it's inside out. That's right. It's been inverted because most our callers can have one during oral sex, but not during intercourse.
It's crazy. I can't deal with it. I love it. I love oral sex, but I just.
All right. I think this is a better problem to have. Don't you guys?
I don't really know what you mean by better.
Well,
problem.
here's what I mean. If
Oh God, why did I?
Let me tell you something about this whole note. Here's what I mean. If you there's women who can't have an orgasm via intercourse,
right?
And for those women, especially if they're if they've been around in a few years and they're getting a little bit older, it ain't going to happen at a certain point. I mean, they have it during oral sex, they don't have it during intercourse, and they're going to go to their grave that way.
Well, that's grim, but
it's grim,
I'll
but it's
take
true.
your word for it.
Yeah, that's the way. They'll take that to their grave. They really will. But you show me someone who can have the orgasm during intercourse, but not during oral sex, and I'll show you someone we could probably fix.
Right.
I think.
I think you're right. It's a better problem.
The proper work. There's hope for her. This is not terminal.
And also, you're having an orgasm with your partner.
Right. Yeah, you're
during
having.
intercourse.
You're
it's
having
more of a shared experience, so that's kind of nice.
You're having probably a what most women a more coveted orgasm, I would say, out of the two.
Yeah.
So Jennifer.
Yeah.
All right. So are you with a good partner?
Actually, I'm kind of in between.
Oh, I see.
I don't have a steady boyfriend.
All right. Well, listen, you find a good guy, and he does the oral sex and hones his technique. No problems.
Well, sometimes it's not technique. It's just you feel self-conscious and you know.
I think that's partly what it is. I just can't relax because I stress about it too much. I think I think that I'm not going to be able to, so I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're with somebody who is just, if you're with somebody where the relationship is more about intimacy, that those things kind of follow a little more naturally.
Right.
Nah, you'll be fine, Jennifer.
I am putting Dr. Drew to sleep.
No. I was just no.
He's napping.
No, I was just thinking that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Are women? You know what I was thinking? We were talking about this last night. How women, they say, "Well, I got really close, but I couldn't have one." And then sometimes women do that thing where they're like, "No, it's not going to work. No, stop." They're like they're right at the cusp. And you talk to women that say like, "Oh man, I was almost there, but it didn't happen." You know what that sort of reminds me of? It's like it'd be the equivalent of a guy going for number 2 with a couple of beers in him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That feeling of like, I think I could get it. I think I can pull one off here. No, what I'm saying is when a guy enters sex, he's not going in going, oh man, I keep my fingers crossed.
Maybe or maybe
I
not.
bet I can have an
Yeah.
orgasm. Maybe not. I hope the mood's right. I'm a little stressed out from work. Geez, I don't know now. I did talk to my mother on the phone earlier this week. That may freak me out. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Guys don't enter a sexual experience that way. Guys like, I'm going to have an orgasm.
There's just more physical.
Right.
There's more physical stimulation. There's just
Right.
more of it. You don't
There's
sort of
more
have to
territory.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to like.
That's right.
Try to shift around to find a position that activates anything.
Now,
you
if
know?
I'm full,
I mean,
by
we're
the
working
way,
on very little.
You've got like a big belly full
Yeah,
of
that's-
food.
that's a
That'll
problem.
do it.
Yeah, that's a
right.
problem.
So what I'm saying is women though they may hit that place,
Yeah.
they may not hit that place, and I'm trying to think of something that's sort of analogous for guys, and I would say for guys it's like when you're going for number 2 and you got a full belly or you got a couple of beers. Or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And there's that kind of feeling like
Drew's like, yes.
You know,
just
yes,
because
move
we
on.
don't really need.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to get some of the men to identify with some of the women. That's all. I'm trying to bring the two
So it was a
sexes
noble
closer together. That's what I'm
really
trying to do.
appreciate
I'm
it.
trying to
Appreciate that.
You're a
Thank you.
mediator.
Yeah, I'm trying to build some bridges here, Drew. I'm not sure what you're trying to do on this show.
Man, I know you when you talk like that.
We're going to take ourselves a little break. We'll be right back after this.
Back once again with it.
LoveLine.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back before you know it.
This is a story about American heroes. They changed quite a few lives last year. Jorge Vasquez put out fires, but no, he's not a firefighter. Philip Dale discovered several new stars. Oh, he's not an astronomer. And Elaine Capobianco, she saved a child from drowning, but she's not a lifeguard. They're teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
I'm a teacher. The children are the heroes.
We're not just teaching subject matter, we're teaching human beings.
I am tough as nails, but they know that I love them.
I mean, we've got a legacy that follows behind us forever.
Teachers have the power to make an impact on our future. California will need about 250,000 more of them in the next 10 years. Reach for that power. Teach. Call 1-888-CAL-TEACH now. A public service message brought to you by CalTeach, the Ad Council, and this station.
Okay, so I'm a teenager, right? And everyone's so quick to judge me. On the outside, I may look like... But on the inside, I'm all... Just because I look like... doesn't mean I act that way. In fact, I'm actually involved in crime prevention. That sounds more like this. It's really a great way to convince adults that while you may be looking, you're really thinking.
Call 1-800-722-TEENS to find out how to make your community a safer place for everyone. Get involved, get the number, and call 1-800-722-TEENS. A public service message from the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the Ad Council.
Evening, folks. I'm Vince.
And I'm Larry. We're the crash test dummies.
We'd like to entertain you with a little song. Only one thing.
We can't sing, but we're here with someone who can, with a song for the little ones. Ray?
Mr. Charles?
On the big highway of life, there's only one safe place for kids.
Backseat, baby.
The front seat's not the place to drop out. Put that booties in the backseat.
Backseat, baby.
Airbags and kids should never meet. I'm here to remind you to put them behind you.
Raymundo, do you mind if we try?
Oh, look at here.
Backseat, baby, better buckled in the back.
Backseat, baby.
Baby faces stay intact.
Larry, yo, Larry, maybe you should keep your day job.
Ow, that hurts.
Not as much as our day job.
Backseat, baby.
You stay alive even when I drive.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Dear Jim, I just wanted to tell you the things I love so much about you. Like your pasty white belly and how it fits in those tight shirts that my friends think you shouldn't be wearing. I love how you do that thing where you mash 4 slices of bread into a massive ball of dough and stuff it in your mouth. That's so adorable. And what about when you tell those same jokes from reruns that you've seen over and over again? They make me laugh every single time. Other guys play sports or go running or do something outside, but not you. You're different.
Guys, rest assured you will never in your life meet a girl like this.
P.S. I can't wait until we cuddle in front of pro wrestling all day this Saturday. I hear it's a steel cage Texas death match.
Get some exercise. Get up. Get out. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Over there, Aimee Mann and Michael Penn are our guests tonight. Bachelor number 2 is the name of Amy's CD. MP4 is the name of Michael's CD. We recommend them both very highly, and we'll hop back on the phones and speak to Beth, who's 29. Beth?
Hi.
What's up?
I just went to my gynecologist today, and she says I have HVP.
HPV.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
HVP. Is that right?
HPV.
Okay, yeah.
Human papilloma virus.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't quite understand how I got it, and she said it could be cancerous and took a biopsy and everything.
No. It's warts, right?
That's not what she said.
Well, that's what it is. It's the virus that causes warts.
Okay, because she told me that it might be cancerous in cervical
And those wart viruses are what cause cervical cancer.
Okay.
So
and
they cause cervical cancer, or
yes, cause. Now have been pretty well established. And we don't know if it's the only cause, and certain subtypes of the wart virus don't cause it, but the wart virus is what causes a significant percentages, if not all, of cervical cancers.
Oh.
So what's your question, Beth?
That was my question, is what is it? How do you get it?
You get it from sexual intercourse, and it's extraordinarily common. Most people your age have it.
Well, not most.
Most
29-year-olds have it.
Most. Not all.
No.
Most.
So what?
No,
what
most
are the implications
means
that there's
more
gonna
than
be
50%.
Most have the symptoms, or most
have the virus.
The virus.
But it doesn't always. It doesn't. What kind of percentage does it, become sort of cancerous?
Progress.
Yeah.
I don't know that data off the top of my head. It's obviously not most of those, but cervical cancers, the pre-cancerous changes of the cervix are very common also, and they're easily treated and prevented. All they do is they go and freeze off a little piece or whatever. They do some cryotherapy, and that's it. Okay, they'll take care of it, Beth. Just stay on top of it.
Okay.
Okay, in a certain percentage, and I'm not sure. I've not seen a data that predicts exactly what percentage. The virus goes away by itself.
Oh, really?
And the risk tends to go away. It's the persistent infections that really carry the significant risk of
are there symptoms
cancer.
in men? The men that whoever you would catch it from?
They'd get a wart.
They typically get a wart, but often don't. Adam claims he doesn't have warts,
Jeez.
so we're gonna take out these instruments that help us detect the pre-wart skin lesions and prove that he has got the wart virus.
I got $100 on my penis, and I rarely gamble on my own penis.
To be wart-free?
Yes. Drew claims that a huge percentage of our society in certain age groups or living in urban centers, as he says, has this. More than 50%, he says. I tell him my penis is wart and virus free. He calls me a liar, and I say, you put your money where my penis is.
Which I've done.
Which you've done, and you bring in that black light. I'll dump the vinegar on my
we
penis.
are in pursuit of the equipment.
Hey, bring it on.
Yeah.
My penis has nothing to hide.
How many times have you seen Adam's penis?
Never.
In the hundreds?
I saw Drew's penis once at an airport in
scared you?
St. Louis. Yeah, it frightened me. Yeah. Ever since I saw his penis, I decided he can't see mine. That seemed like a bad plan. It's like, when you see someone toting around the Stanley Cup, you don't want to show them your participation trophy from camp when you're 11,
I would think you'd have a very ready hand with your penis,
so to speak.
Sort of like Andy Dick, that it would always, always be on display.
It's not something that I show around as much as Andy Dick, who, by the way, and
you've seen Andy Dick's penis, right?
I certainly have. Yes.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Rest your case. Yes, he showed me his penis on the TV show.
I think the percentages are easily higher than the percentages of people who have viruses as those who've seen his penis.
Yes. I'd say, well,
if you've seen Andy,
I've seen some
if you've
data.
Met Andy, you've met his penis.
58.
Jesus Christ in heaven!
58% of people have the HPV virus, and a whopping 72% of people living in urban and rural areas have seen Andy Dick's penis. All right. Yvonne?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
But will they actually ever know Andy's penis like I do? I don't think so. I think they've seen it. A lot of claim to see it, but they don't know it. What's up, Yvonne?
Okay, well, I in my very first sexual deep relationship, and I've been having sex a lot, and my boyfriend talks me into learning how to pleasure myself, and so I stuck my finger up there, started moving it around, trying to find out what's going on up there, and I noticed that I had some space to move my finger around in. And I'm just wondering if there's anything I can do to tighten that up.
No, well, Kegel exercises, but that's normal to have some space.
Do you think you've loosened yourself up, like your vagina's made of clay or something?
Well, I mean, I didn't have very much.
Isn't it true that God made women out of 100 pounds of clay, or how'd that go?
Yeah.
So it would stand to logic that the vagina was also made out of clay, not 100 pounds, maybe 20 pounds,
yeah.
20 pounds of clay. Yeah. You want to tighten yourself up down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably something you're worrying about needlessly.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah. They do have these exercises, though. I think Suzanne Summers does them. I don't know why.
It's basically the exercise. If you're trying to interrupt the flow of urine, contracting those muscles.
All right.
If I try to interrupt the flow of urine?
The muscles you would contract to do that.
But do you actually urinate to do it?
No, you don't have to urinate.
You just kind of squeeze up everything down
Yeah,
there.
and
Oh,
hold
wait
it
a minute.
for,
I think I just did
hold
one.
it for a 10 count, and do that 10 times, and then do 10 quick contractions. And
So, okay, so
multiple sets
how's
of
that
those.
go again there, Drew? Do you do 10
Yeah.
slow ones?
Yep.
Like 1,
You do 3
2.
sets. You do 10
hold it
reps and
f-
3 sets.
And
Hold
then
it
you
for a count of
increase the
10.
weight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do one. All right, I think I did one.
Hold it for a count of 10.
Yeah.
And then
For a
release.
guy, what's
Yeah.
it like? Is it like trying to pull your penis in? I think I did that. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Like a turtle in
Like,
turtle shell?
how about lift it up? Yeah.
Or like we're trying to lift
Yeah,
it?
Yes.
Do you do it when the penis is erect?
You can do it anytime. Driving a car, we're talking on the radio.
I don't think you do it at all.
No, I don't do it,
If
but I
there's
think
anything to be
I think I
gained.
just tried one there.
No, actually, men. Some
Ooh.
people claim that there's more orgasm control with men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and
I stand corrected.
and the women can tighten themselves up a little bit.
Yeah.
They work on that down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like one of those. You hear those stories where it's like Sting talks about banging his wife for 9 hours on the beach or something, and you go, "Oh, stop it! You're just trying to make everyone jealous." Listen, we envy you already. Stop it with.
Where does he find the time?
I don't know, and I question people that spend too much time on those sort of topics. I know we talk about that all night for a living, but I mean, you have the whole reason you have sex so you can have the orgasm, not so you can bang away for 9 hours so everyone's raw down there, right, Drew?
Right, Adam.
That's right. You have the orgasm, you pay the lady, and you're on your way. That's what I say.
Boom.
LoveLine will be right back.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans!
It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest stop talking to travelers. Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake. Huh? Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say, don't push it, park it.
Right. A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This June, the biggest names in heavyweight boxing are taking Showtime by storm. Mike Tyson. He's still the most ferocious man to get in the ring. Mike Tyson. He won't quit till he's champion again. But first, he must get by the big right hand of Lou Savarese. 39 wins, 32 knockouts, and one big dream. Mike Tyson. Name any other heavyweight you'd rather see fight. Tyson versus Savarese, Saturday, June 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific. Only on Showtime. No limits.
That's right. Hey, is my mic on? Yeah. We were just talking about during the commercial parents who stapling at 3 and stuff, and it's always the same answer. It was his idea. Yeah, he wanted to be an astronaut too. You didn't fly him down to Cape Canaveral, did you? What do you mean? It's his idea to do everything. He wanted to eat a 40-pound block of ice cream. Exactly. He wanted to be a pirate. He wanted to drop out of the 2nd grade. He wanted to drive. He wanted to do, of course, 3-year-olds, 8-year-olds, they all have ideas. Oh, he wanted to be a performer. Okay. Beautiful. That's good, Mama. He'll be doing coke and no doubt. Aimee Mann's CD, Bachelor No. 2, is the one you must go out and purchase. Also, Michael Penn's CD, MP4, is another one to look for. And you can look for Aimee tomorrow night on the Tonight Show. Thanks for coming in, you guys.
You were welcome.
And don't take such a long layoff next time, because we enjoyed it. All right, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
You hit your nuts?
Well, now. This has been LoveLine. The stuff expressed on LoveLine is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors, or anyone else, including Westwood One Entertainment. LoveLine is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingold. Now, please enjoy these birds.